call over the radio, and we think we see a life raft ahead of us. We're making our way in that direction to see if that's what it is or if it's just something afloat in the water.
Coming back to this place. This is
so pretty. Epic. Absolutely epic.
Unreal. Well, it was a quick stop. We had fun. We checked in. We checked out. Found out some cool stuff about Dominica. We made some good contacts here actually yesterday, just walking around for the 6 hours we were in town here. And looking forward to coming back here and seeing some of it. We met a guy who's a hiking guide, and he's lived here his whole life, and showed us some stuff that was just amazing up in the jungle. These huge falls and some bouldering and climbing, and we're excited to come back and do that stuff. We also found out the best place to eat in this town was KFC, which really cracked us up. Someone's yelling at us. Anyway, we're off, we're running, and we are heading to
Martinique. Well, this isn't good. We got some heavy seas and we totally missed a crab pot, and now we got one stuck on our prop or our rudder. We're gonna try and cut it and let it loose and see if it's not too wound around anything. Fingers crossed we can get rid of this quickly. Okay, crisis averted. It must have just hooked onto our keel, and then as we were bobbing adrift getting ready to figure out the situation, it looks like we came out of the spin of it and it let loose. So thank goodness it didn't get wrapped around any of our vital things.
Yep.
And here we go again.
Back into this. Wow.
This is a messy day today. Oh my God. Big seas going on here.
From the lee of the island here, and we've got some big waves. Just got small sails out, and actually have the engine on too, just keeping us pointed correctly. And it's crazy seeing this. Is one of the first times we've actually seen blue water. Like the waves are tipping up big enough that we can see through them, and it's an interesting day. Right?
It's so much fun. These are big waves. Boat goes up and boat goes down. Luckily it's a short sail today. We only have about 36 miles to go, so it's not going to be a long adventure, but it'll be nice to have it as a quicker adventure. We just heard a distress call over the radio, and we think we see a life raft ahead of us. We're making our way in that direction to see if that's what it is or if it's just something afloat in the water. It's a bit scary.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It looks like a small fishing boat or something, but
It does. Maybe it's not what we think it is.
yeah.
I don't know. This is big seas for this tiny boat ahead of us. So what we thought was a life raft is just two dudes out here fishing, which is super duper crazy in these seas. But they're just doing their thing, enjoying their day. I guess this is the norm. They got their bellies on, they're happy. Not bars. Okay, so this is totally strange. The guys that were fishing over there that we were worried about, they were a life raft or whatever, we went past them and now they're following us. Like they're just staying right on our port aft, which is really, starboard aft, which is really odd, but I don't know, what do you think, Captain?
Keep an eye on them.
Yeah. Today just keeps getting more interesting and interesting. It's crazy sea state, so maybe they're just pitching with us till we get to the island. We're buddy boating with this little fish boat right now.
After a solid hour and a half of heavy sea conditions, the fishermen finally decided to change course as the waves began to subside. I think they kind of followed us as a bit of a safety net.
I've been gazing at this view from the helm for what feels like an eternity, and let me tell you, it's our own private sitcom out here. We've had more sunsets and sunrises than I can even begin to count. Our lives have transformed right from this very spot. We've gone from total novices to boat whisperers, weathering some hair-raising adventures along the way. We've had moments of white-knuckle fear, bouts of uncontrollable laughter, and even a tear or two. But you know the real reason we fell in love with this boat? It's the cockpit. It's our personal fortress of solitude on the high seas, making us feel like the captains of our own destiny. So if you've enjoyed our journey, please like and subscribe to our channel. We've got more laughs, adventure, and sunsets to share, and we'd love to have you along for the ride.
Woohoo! We are ripping. We are almost into Martinique. The swells kind of died down, but the wind and waves are still pretty aggressive. We're pretty reefed up. We're doing about 6.5 knots, but making really good time.
Now, everything we own is completely soaked. We just had the biggest wave come directly into the cockpit. We are drenched, like completely.
Yeah. That's the first time that's happened. It's come right in like that.
Yeah.
Like it was like someone just threw a couple 5-gallon pails of water in our faces.
Not quite what we were expecting, but I guess it never is.
Yeah.
We don't usually close our cockpit cover, but after a couple near misses, this is becoming a definite must. So we get to play in this for another couple more hours. Big, short, set waves. Fun times. So here's another squall as we're coming into Martinique, and I think we're gonna get hit with this one. it's really close.
And the winds are building. It's just getting messy.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah.
So far, Martinique looks absolutely amazing. These cliff faces that are around the entire island are gorgeous, and there's all these little tiny villages inside the valleys of the big mountains. It looks so cute.
It's amazing looking. It's crazy.
It would be so cool to rent a car and stay here for a week and check it all out. I can't get over it. It's absolutely gorgeous. So apparently the area that we're headed to right now is called Fort de France, right? Fort de France. And this has got all of your boating chandleries, mechanics, that sort of thing. So it's kind of like what St. Martin was. So we've got a bunch of things that we have to pick up there before we get to Grenada, because there's a lot of stuff, of course, that breaks on the boat along the way. We want to make sure that we have the things that we need to do boat projects, because you know it's coming up, folks. DIY Honu time is on its way. Happens to our boat on a day like today. It's a disaster.
It's such a mess.
We put everything away in the hopes that we're not going to end up with this crap, but sometimes the wind and the waves, they get a little bit the better of us and shit goes sideways. Like the oven opened itself. That's fun. And the cushions are everywhere, and things are askew everywhere, and so now we are anchored, and it's time to clean this place up and relax, and tomorrow we are going to go check in at customs.
Took my horse away, didn't
this in a long, long time. Right now it's just like, you just kind of awestruck. You walk around and look at all the buildings and all the shops and it's like, what do we do next?
Sensory overload, totally.
That's the word I was looking for.
Let's sail as far as we can, chase our dreams as long as we can. We'll see this world and rise up for anything we'll find. Up for anything we'll find.
Check it out.
Sail as we float on a breeze, effortless with ease. Will you dance along with me? We've discovered this new life. Watch our fantasies ignite as the sky opens wide.
So we're gonna try something a little local here. It's a balloon festival, and it's this type of like a kipper or a small fish, and they fry them. They have all these different flavors. So we're gonna give it a whirl. You ready?
I don't know.
I don't know either. That looks spicy. You ready for some fish?
I am. So the little festival market thing that they have going on here today, and we're not sure what it is that we're eating, but it seemed very popular and everybody was very excited about it.
We put some hot stuff in there too, so we're gonna see.
All right, moment of truth, eat a fish head. Or a tail.
I'm gonna need the tail.
Or the head.
Or the head. I don't know if I could do this.
Nope.
That's pretty hard.
Yeah, worthwhile?
Yeah, have a bite.
All right.
It's right on the bottom.
Not bad. There you go. You gotta pull it right off the bone. Yummy. Trying new things. All right, what'd you think?
It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's totally different. I mean, I think the way you're supposed to eat is you just it's so fried that you just crunch the bones and the head, and
The guy was so nice, he even gave us extra heads.
He gave us a couple extra heads, so I didn't eat any of the heads.
No.
But the fish itself was really good.
I'm proud of this guy. He is the biggest germaphobe in the world, and we just had the strangest street food in the world, so way to go, baby.
It's a festival of fish.
It's a fish festival.
I was just impressed. Like, they're pumping those out, bags and bags and bags of them, and they're clean.
Yeah.
So somebody's gone through. They've probably netted thousands of these things, and they're gutting them and getting them ready for market.
Fish festival.
Awesome.
Anyways, they were interesting. We definitely threw away more than we should have, but it was new, it was a first time, and it wasn't bad.
No, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like deep fried sardines, kind of, but bigger.
A little bit,
Like
yeah.
a kipper snack or something. But they were good.
We needed crackers.
Yeah. Some cheese.
All right, time for more exploration. St. Louis Cathedral is a Roman Catholic church that was originally constructed in the mid-17th century. Due to the natural disasters that have plagued Fort de France over the years, the church has been reconstructed and restored 7 times. The cathedral is one of the most famous landmarks in the capital and has been labeled the religious centerpiece of Martinique.
Okay. Let's go find a beer now.
Hi.
That's crazy looking at that here. That is so cool.
Hey there, amazing Patreons. We just wanted to take a moment to express our gratitude for your incredible support, both through your contributions and friendship. Your generosity fuels our passion, and we couldn't do it without you. If If you're not already a part of our wonderful community, we'd love to have you aboard. Check out the link in the description below or click the QR code, and let's continue this incredible journey together.
After an amazing few days in Martinique, it was time to get moving again and see what next week had in store for us. See you in St. Lucia.